Mental health is something which is not given the proper attention that it actually deserves. People care more for their outer look and hence spend hours on their physique but don't bat an eye for their mental health. Especially in today's era where almost every second person around us is in a constant comparison state with someone else and so is bound to feel depressed or insecure. What's worse, in a conservative society, mental disorders and the ones suffering from it are actually looked down upon. People think, अरे वो तो पागल है, उससे दूर रहो, उसको निकालो सोसाइटी से बाहर, दिमाग खराब है उसका. They are basically mistreated. So it becomes extremely important to know everything revolving around mental health, to know what exactly is mental health, the problems associated with it. So in this video, we will be actually talking about what actually is mental health, when is someone not mentally healthy, that is suffering from some kind of mental disorder, what are the signs of such mental disorders, and what can be actually done to overcome it. I hope by the end of this video, our perceptions will be changed, if not lot, at least slightly towards our mental health. So let's get started without any more delay. To start with, let's know what actually is mental health. According to World Health Organization, mental health is actually a state of well-being where an individual can realize his or her own abilities, can cope with normal stresses of life, can work productively, and can contribute something to their community. This seems to be like a very cliche or typical kind of bookish definition. If we try to break it down a little and try to understand its real meaning, then we see that mental health actually includes our emotional, psychological, and social well-being. So, if we are emotionally stable, that is, if we are able to deal with normal situations of our lives without getting too stressed, psychologically well-balanced, and socially inclusive, that is, we are valued, respected, our needs are met by the society, then in such a case, we can say that we are mentally healthy. So, when is a person not mentally healthy? Before going into that, let's have a very quick idea about the different types of mental disorders. The first one being anxiety disorders. This includes panic disorders, where they get panic attacks, experience some kind of terror. OCDs, obsessive compulsive disorder, where they tend to stress themselves to perform one activity repetitively, such as washing their hands, rubbing their feet on the ground, or anything. PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, where the patient has actually experienced some kind of traumatic event in his life and is now associating everything happening currently in his life to that particular traumatic event. And basically, he has a feeling that he doesn't have any control over it. Apart from anxiety disorders, there are these mood disorders also, such as depression, where they constantly feel low, there's no energy level, basically there's no interest whatsoever in any activity they perform. Basically, depression is actually prolonged period of sadness. Then there is bipolar disorder, where there's a sudden and drastic change in their mood and energy levels. At times, they feel very happy and energetic, and at other times, they feel very low, and they don't seem to have any control over it. Apart from this, there are many other names which all come under the same umbrella of mental disorders. People can know if they themselves or anyone around them is currently not mentally healthy by observing some subtle signs. These include eating or sleeping too much or too little, little to no energy levels, they feel very lonely, helpless and hopeless, they smoke or drink more than usual, feeling angry, worried, upset, severe mood swings, they always fight or yell at others for no reason, having thoughts which they just cannot get out of their heads, especially the negative ones, having thoughts like there's nothing left in life to live for, and so many more. All these signs can be actually observed to know if someone is currently going through some kind of tough mental phase. Now, what are the things that can affect mental health? Actually, there are many factors that can contribute to mental health, such as, say, some kind of mental health problem is already running through the family history, experiencing some kind of severe traumatic event, biological factors like genes or brain chemistry, and the most important one being social and economic pressure from the outside. All these factors, either separately or together, can affect someone's mental health. So, what are the things that you can actually do to avoid being mentally healthy or to help someone overcome from that phase? I will be discussing here 5 very important points which I feel can really help someone stay or bring back to good mental space. Whenever things don't go our way, our mind automatically starts thinking all the negative stuff. Say for example, someone is not giving us enough attention or someone has just left us. In such situations, we start thinking maybe they have found someone else, maybe they don't love us anymore, etc. etc. Instead of thinking like this, you could also think like maybe they are running busy with something today. Or maybe you could think in some other way, like I should not be obsessing over that person so much and instead shift some of that attention onto myself. I can at least try being happy by myself. Or it could be some other situation also, like say for example, everyone around you is getting a job but not you. In such situations, you may start thinking like, सिर्फ मैं ही बच गया यार, आई एम गुड फॉर नथिंग, मेरे से कुछ नहीं होगा. अरे भाई, everyone is running in his own timeline. You cannot just compare yourself with someone and expect your life to be exactly like someone else. किसी का टाइम थोड़ा पहले आता है, किसी का थोड़ा बाद में, पर आता ज़रूर है. In all such situations, always keep talking to yourself. Always keep giving yourself positive affirmations. One golden rule which I can give to you is that always be conscious about what you are thinking. Never end any thought of yours on a negative note. Always end every thought of yours on a positive note. By giving yourself positive affirmations, you are actually cementing all these thoughts in your subconscious mind. And in such tough situations, your mind will help you stay out of it and keep you in a good mental space. Whenever we perform any kind of physical activity, our body releases the happy hormones, which from the name indicates that they help us in staying happy. These hormones help us to alleviate our mood, thus reducing anxiety, depression and negative mood. We feel more alive and active after a workout session, and our mental alertness also improves. Activities as simple as brisk walking, running, or a 20 to 30 minute of workout session are enough to improve our mental health. Just like performing the physical activities, we must always also perform some mental activities. The best one being meditation. We all must have heard or read about the benefits of meditation like infinity number of times from various sources. But honestly, how many of us actually do it? You will never know the actual benefit of meditation until you try it for yourself. Just 15 minutes in some corner focusing on your breath, that's all it takes. Meditation can drastically help in improving your concentration and also brings about positive changes to the way we see our lives. Whether you are someone who is already going through some mental phase or you just simply want to keep yourself in a good headspace, please do try it for your own good. Yes, you read that right. People may think that multitasking actually helps them to perform multiple tasks at the same time. But actually, it's the opposite. In such cases, our mind and our concentration is scattered onto different things at the same time. So it's more better to focus on performing only one task at one time. This actually helps in improving our concentration and also makes us more productive. Whenever someone feels low, they may feel like not talking to others, isolating themselves from everyone around them, keeping everything to themselves. In such cases, it becomes very important for the people around such person to go and talk to that person. You never know what wonders a 15-minute talk with such a person can actually do. Actually, you don't even need to talk with them. You only need to listen to them. Everyone wants to be listened to. If not by a lot of people, at least by just one person. One person they could share everything to. You can be that one person for someone. So please go and talk with them, laugh with them. Don't let them be alone. There's no shame or embarrassment in seeking professional help from some mental health experts. You are unwell, you need help from a doctor. It's as simple as that. Nothing is more important than you yourself, and you should not be thinking twice before seeking a help from a doctor. Such professional helps and their suggestions can actually help you feel grateful about this life again. What is more important than that? Apart from this, it's always a good idea to follow some habits which can help someone stay in a good mental and physical space. I have listed some of these habits in one of my previous videos. You can check that out too. Lastly, if you find yourself or anyone around you going through some kind of mental and emotional turbulence, be their help. Don't let them be alone. Literally, you can save someone's life just by talking and listening. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to this channel to get more such fitness and health related videos. We will see you again in our next video. Thank you so much for watching.